that has happened in the last couple of days. And there's some also good news in sports as the Washington Commanders are moving on to Philadelphia. So there's a lot to cover, especially with the old Trumpy Trump, his first day and first full day in office today. It's been an interesting couple of days. But what's up? What's up, Rebel?
Oh, I'm excited, baby. I'm excited. The Washington Redskins is finally back after 33 years, baby. I guess this is what we get. I mean, it's just weird the way they turned around the whole organization. Dan Snyder's out, new coach, new coordinators, and all of a sudden, bam. But I guess it's all Jaden Daniels, basically. I mean, he's playing outstanding. And
Oh, everybody's riding the pine, and I don't mean riding the
yeah,
bench.
you know what I'm
Everyone's
saying?
riding that dang
Right
leg.
that dude.
Yeah, it's just saying bandwagon ass fans.
But I guess that's what it is. And now before everybody's like, because I mean the Redskins were just average, but they were winning. You know what I'm saying? They were winning, and then now they just tearing it up in the playoffs. They're beating the Bucks. They beat the number one Lions. They stomped them out basically.
I would say above average. I mean, they weren't playing average 8-8. They were playing above average in their
Yeah.
record. I mean, even though they won the games at the end, so did the Chiefs.
Yeah, and the Chiefs look strong, but I mean, it took them a while. They had to come back in the second half and all that. But the Bills game, I guess a lot of people are taking the Bills now. I saw like Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports put down a $1 million on the Bills to win. What's up with that? To win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, backing up and just breaking down each game. I mean, was you watching at the house?
Yeah, I watched them all at the house. I felt like the snow ruined the Eagles and the Rams game, but yeah, let's break it all down. I guess we go in order
So the
from
first game, I remember watching the Chiefs and the Houston Texans, and it's the home team, and that's Laura's favorite team and everything. And we're watching it, and she got the ritual, and she got all of her stuff on, has some really good food. And then, it was like, to be honest with you, there was some bullshit penalties, that was in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. And
like the refs are
even
doing
like,
that.
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm seeing this. I mean, these are terrible calls. Not even a bias kind from the announcers. I mean, there was a bunch of calls this week that you're thinking, I need replay assist, but I don't know. They said they look at it in the offseason, but that was kind of a bullshit move. The two calls that in particular I could think of that really allowed the Chiefs to go down and score when the Houston Texans had them stopped and they should have been punting. So I mean, there were some things to point out, but at the end of the day, the Chiefs won. What was your take on it?
Yeah, I figured the Chiefs would probably start off slow because I mean, basically they sat out for a long time since Christmas as starters, and then I mean they did okay. I mean it was it was 13-6 at halftime, and the Chiefs just wasn't quite getting it going, but they got it going, and then I want to know what's up at the end. Right? Was that the game where they ran for the safety where they had to cover the 9 points or something like that? And then they ran
Well,
and saved
they
all
had like a minute left, and and they're running the clock out. And based on the timeout situation, there probably would have been about 30 seconds left that they had to give it back to the Houston Texans. So, like Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, what was going on is instead of hiking it and then just clocking it in victory formation, he had to run off like another 30 seconds. So he would drop back and just wait until someone got close enough, then he would just down it. And then on the last one, instead of punting the ball and anything could happen, how you get the play where you run out of the back of the end zone at the last second and run some time off because you're winning by 9.
Yeah, if Vegas said to run it out, right? Get that safety. Because weren't they favored by like 9.5, and then that brought it down? So if
Actually,
you took the
since we're talking
Texans,
about
right?
it, the Chiefs and the Texans, it was Texans plus 8.5, and the
Oh
over
yeah.
was 40. I went over on 41.5. I got the over. You took the over, but you said the Chiefs minus 8.5, which is a winner because they won by 9.
Yeah, 23-14 was the final in that.
We picked. That was when we picked.
But it wasn't the most exciting game of the weekend. But I mean, the Chiefs are still going to look strong. I mean, the Chiefs versus the Bills because that's going to be a great matchup. But from what I understand, the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen are 0-3 in the playoffs against the Kansas City Chiefs. So
That shit don't matter. But I tell you, someone, that I'm sure is upset right now is Lamar Jackson's, because they get the MVP of the league, and getting all these accolades is all the awards that don't matter. Moving on into the competition, into the championship game, and then having the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl, that's something that's just been like, the old guy that has a little fish in front of you with the pole, and then you go to grab it, and he like pulls it away. I mean, that's been like the Super Bowl for Lamar Jackson. He's just unstoppable in the regular season. When it comes to the postseason, he turns into Dak Prescott with the Cowboys, and he just can't seem to get there.
Yeah, I can't believe he dropped that ball and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Ricard or something like that.
Yeah,
the fullback.
No, when Lamar fumbled it, he had like both hands on the ball and he's fumbling it, I guess. So I mean, I don't know. The Ravens were the Ravens. A lot of people love Lamar. Lamar's good, but Lamar's like a runner first. You know what I'm saying? He's like a runner first. He's not going to stay in the pocket. He gets a little nervous and then he's going to take off. Unlike Jaden Daniels, who will stay in the pocket and run last, which you sort of want, like a Patrick Mahomes stays in the pocket and then will run last minute. Josh Allen, the same thing. Lamar is a runner first, passer second, but he's a hell of a passer, though, too. I mean, he threw that dart touchdown down there. I was like, damn, that the ball flew.
Well, at the end, close game. When they can't, it was kind of like when they played Kansas City. Went down to that 2-point conversion at the end, and he thought he had his toe in, but his toe was barely on the line. They lost that game against the Chiefs to open up the season, and that's exactly the way the season ended. Book open, book closed, and 2-point conversion. He had it. I mean, it was right in his hand. Sure-handed fullback. He gets his hands on the ball. The ball leaves his clutch. The feeling of disappointment on everyone's face. Season over. That was it. It was make this play and you might be able to go to overtime and something could happen, or if you don't make this 2-point conversion, then the season's over. Have a nice day. And that's where they are, sitting at home watching TV with us.
I thought he had the 2-pointer. Do you think he had the 2-pointer? I was like, he got it. I was like, holy cow. Well, first I thought this game was over.
Going to get it before he snapped it.
Yeah, I thought the game was over. Then all of a sudden, the Ravens are sort of coming back. And then I was like, oh, they scored. And now they're going for 2. And then I was like, oh, he got it. And then it's like, ooh, it just bounced right off him. But it's a little heartbreaker. But of course, I did go with the Bills on that. And did you go with the Ravens?
All right. So I said Ravens in a pick'em game, and I went with the over, which is 51.5. And you said Bills and over. So that's
money in the bank. Ching ching.
So you got 2, 3, 4.
Getting them all right. I told you this was going to be my week. I was fired up. I'll get them all right.
You got them.
We missed the over under on a couple.
Well, you said you did say Notre Dame and over. So I think the over, you got the over, but it was Notre Dame +8, but they got blown out.
Yeah, but I did say Ohio was going to win, but I wanted.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew
my Commanders. Yeah,
I knew who was going to win, but
Yeah, let's get. But I tell you what, though, Saturday night, I was like ready, man. I was like just locked into the fucking TV, and I'm just like, come on. And then all of a sudden, the kids are in the other room, and I'm like, come on, yeah, just like yelling at the top of like, what is going on? What is Dad doing? And I'm telling you, I was locked into the fucking TV. It was crazy, and that was the beginning of the game. It was amazing, man. It was up and down the freaking field. Commanders came on, had the lead like from the beginning. It wasn't some comeback and all this shit. They was convincingly beating the Lions from the very beginning, and I'm telling you, I was gassed up, dog.
Yeah, I was shocked because the Lions are. We know that offense is high powered, and it felt like the Tampa game too. It's like, oh, the Redskins aren't scared, and the defenses can't stop them. So they're going to get the ball, and it felt like it's going to be one of those games where it comes down to the last possession that the Redskins been doing the whole time. And then they just went toe for toe, and then the Lions started throwing pick sixes and interceptions, and then the Mike Williams is humping the field, and then all of a sudden they're doing lobs out to Mike Williams to have him throw the ball. Why you got your wide receiver throwing the ball when you guys are down 10? Come on with the trick plays. Detroit thought they was all fancy, but still everybody's like, well, Detroit's going to win it anyway. They're a good team. They're going to come back. But
they got the best team.
Skins wouldn't lit up.
No, dude, I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised with with the way the Washington Commanders or Washington Redskins, the way the Skins play, dog. I mean, dude, I was so happy, but it was just one of those things where this can't be true. The Lions are going to come back. And then it was just like punch after punch after punch. Like, damn, you knocked him down twice. And then all of a sudden he's back up and they just wailing back on him, then knock him down a third time. TKO. It was like unbelievable. At some point, you think the Redskins are going to be the Redskins and they're going to blow the lead and it's going to come down to the very end where he has to win. But it didn't work out like that, man. They mashed the foot on the gas all the way to the end. That was one of the best games I've ever seen. And by the way they played, they should be favored over the Eagles.
I would think so too. But the Cardiac Commanders they're just
Cardiac Commanders.
Yeah. They've been doing it all year, and it's just. I felt proud of them. It's like they're not even punting the ball. They didn't punt the ball. They go for it on fourth down. They don't care where they're at on the field. It's wide open now. So I don't know what teams are going to do with them. They're in the hurry up. I guess it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's just tough. And then Jaden Daniels can just, he can go from his first receiver, second receiver down to his third. I mean, he's just tearing it up. He just sees the ball. From what I heard the other day is he does virtual reality. And he has the game sped up to like two times. So he's playing virtual reality with the speed turned up. And then I guess when he's getting in the game, it's just slowed down. You can sort of maybe tell, I guess. But I mean, it's time to get his jersey, I guess. Is it time to get his jersey?
No.
No?
No. The only jersey I wear got my name on it, bro. That's how I roll. That's how I roll.
Yeah, I got my jersey with my name, but I don't know. Jaden Daniels, he feels special. The only thing I wish Jaden Daniels would do is put on some weight a little bit. That he scares me with that little frame.
Yeah. You're like, dog, don't be running out the pocket too much, bro. I mean, you can gain some weight and still be fast.
Yeah.
But I think, he's going to have a broken rib every time he's running.
Yeah. I mean, they're tearing it up and they're getting the job done. So, I'm with you too. Why are the Eagles favorite? Because of Barkley, I guess Saquon Barkley.
I'm just seeing it right now. The Washington Commanders are 6-point underdogs to the Eagles. The Eagles, they opened up at 4.5, and it's all the way to 6. Yeah, and so even on FanDuel has it at 6.5.
Yeah, everybody's betting the Eagles. I don't understand. I guess because it's in Philly, but feel like Jalen Hurts is always seems like he's being hurt a lot lately. His knee was in the game. He went out
his kneecap or whatever.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with the whole Eagles. I mean, if you can stop Barkley, I guess you can beat the Eagles. And the Redskins haven't stopped them this year. Both games the Redskins played or the Cardiac Commanders he's ran over 150 yards, I think, each time. You box him up. You just put a bunch of people up in the box and you have Jalen Hurts try to beat you. Maybe that's the way you go. I don't know how they're going to play it.
Or you just keep on putting points on the board. Hopefully they'll make a mistake.
Yeah, I guess, right? You just go down and score.
That's what they did the last one. They just, fuck it. Fourth down, we're going for it, dude. We didn't put points on the board. Most points, I think it was the most points ever scored in a half or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and I feel like the Commanders too could have had more. They missed the field goal at the end. That guy, he's nailing them all. Then he comes in, you're like, okay, he's gonna get this one, but he missed it. But so I don't know. I mean, they tore it up. And then I felt like the Eagles too, with a roughing the passer. They sit on the helmet, gave them stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. January 18th, you'll never forget where you were. 2025, the Washington Commanders secured a significant victory over the top-seeded Detroit Lions, winning 45-31 in the NFC divisional round. And so Jaden Daniels' stellar performance, rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels completed 22 of 31 passes for 299 yards and 2 touchdowns, adding 51 rushing yards. His composure under pressure was instrumental in the win. I mean, hello.
I really thought the Rams were going to win, though. I'd rather have the Eagles, tell you the truth. I'd rather have the Eagles in the Rams.
Yeah, dude. So. If you had to pick between the two, like, would you rather have the Eagles or the Rams? I don't know. I was kind of thinking maybe the Rams, because
I think the Rams would be easier, but the Eagles, we already played them. It's a division. Let's fuck them up and send them home. Send them to Cancun, they've been saying recently, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a
Cancun.
record-breaking second quarter. The second quarter saw a combined 42 points, making the highest scoring second quarter in NFL playoff history. Washington outscored Detroit 28-14 during this period, taking a 31-21 lead into halftime. At halftime, bro, man, dude, you couldn't tell me nothing, bro. I was making some smoked old fashions. Dude, I was fucking hyped up, bro. I could not believe the Skins.
Yeah. I started celebrating, I think, when I think they went up 17, I was like, it's over. And then the announcers are all trying to be like, oh, it's over. But then they're like, oh, shit, we got like another quarter, So they're going to come back. The Eagles could come back. And
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
Redskins
Troy
go
Aikman and
down.
Joe Buck,
Yeah,
dog.
they're all like trying to hype it up like they're going to come back. It's like the Redskins just drove the field for 9 minutes, bro. This game's over.
After the game, I seen the Detroit Lions head coach and some of the players and Goff, and they're sitting there kind of giving their post-game interviews, and you almost felt sorry for them because if the Skins weren't in it, I'd be rooting for the Lions, and the Lions #1 seed with all this potential. Washington comes in there and beats them. Man, that was a tough loss for them. And I feel for the people from Detroit, but at the end of the day, man, HTTC, I'm saying HTTR, that's how we're doing it.
Well, nah, Detroit sucks. They should have had it last year. They were up like 2
against San
touchdowns
Francisco
last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this was this year too. I mean, their defense was just trash this year. Like everybody was hurt. And then you could tell like a good offense. It just marched down the field every time on them and just lit them up like the Skins did. So, I mean, I think it's going to be good divisional matchups. I mean, you probably got, I guess, the hottest teams technically. Right.
100, dude. I mean, 100
hot ones there.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, they have been dominant all season. There's been a little bit of, Brown complaining he's not getting the ball enough, that typical stuff. Because Saquon Barkley, he's just running over people. He's
going to break the rushing title.
Well, in one additional game.
Yeah, could have broke it if they wanted to.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he could have broke his leg too. With Jalen Hurts injured, I mean, you're focusing on, bigger things. And if they would have got knocked out the first round or got knocked out by, say, the Rams, I'm sure the decision to not play and break the record, I'm sure that would have been like, damn, man, I should have just went ahead and did it if I know I was going to get knocked out the first round. But the fact that they're in the NFC Championship against the, the Skins, it was probably a good move to, rest them and prevent them from getting an injury.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting on Sunday. I mean, we're 5 days away. It's gonna be 3:30. The Commanders versus the Eagles will be starting it off, and then we're gonna be finishing with the Bills and the Chiefs. I mean, I guess we got to get into some predictions. I guess we got who's gonna win it, who's gonna be in the Super Bowl. Are we going to New Orleans? I was looking at Super Bowl tickets, bro. They're like $6,000 for nosebleed.
Dude, I was looking at tickets Philadelphia, and then I just know how it is. Even though I've never been there, it's
Philly's
very
a rough spot
combative place to go watch a game.
It's a rough spot.
$1,000 a ticket, I can do it, but then you got to go there. And
it's batteries.
Man, I was driving to Virginia. I was going to drop the kids, hang out with mom and dad and stuff, drop the kids, ride to Philly for the game, come back, and then take the kids and, drive back, through some other stuff. I was thinking about doing that, and then I was just thinking, Philly, nah, I can't do it.
Nah, I've been looking at Super Bowl tickets, but they're $6,000. I mean, I'd rather just maybe go to New Orleans, hang out, watch a game in a bar down there.
But when the Super Bowl's there, that's a good idea. So, I bet your hotels are pretty damn expensive.
No, I've been looking at. I mean, of course, there's some hotels, like you're in the French Quarter and shit like that, or like $1,000 a night. But I seen some. I don't know where they at part of the city, but they like $69 a night.
Oh shit! You know it's a good time there, but it's got double check them sheets and then you're good. Do they rent it out by the hour? Or is it?
I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna be in the room that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna sleep. It's gonna get up, go out, and hang out with the peoples.
You're saying that's just for sleeping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But it's gonna be exciting.
Now,
what's the over under on
another good place to go would be Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas
to watch the Super Bowl.
Nice, but
for the Super Bowl, I've never been there for Super Bowl.
Yeah, no. What is the game? The over under is at 47.5. I wonder
Yeah,
what the
so
weather's going to be like. Do we know the weather and it's going to be in Philly? Hopefully it's no snow. Or do we want snow? I don't
let's
know.
see. Let me ask my assistant. What's the weather supposed to be at? And
Because right now they're saying it's going to be like 38 and cloudy, no snow.
it looks like on Sunday the experience overcast conditions with a high of 39
Okay.
and a low of 27. Well, it's above freezing.
That's decent. It's 3:30, so the sun's still going to be up. And then by the time they finish, it'll be dark.
But then again, the polar vortex is anticipated to bring freezing temperatures across much of the United States, including the East Coast, starting from Friday and continuing into the following week. So please note that weather forecasts can change. So it's advisable to check for the latest updates as the date approaches. So it's kind of, who knows what the hell's going to happen.
It's weird. All the money's coming in on Philly, though, and then raising it up.
It's coming in more so than cardiac Commanders, as you would say.
Yeah, I mean 6 for the Commanders, who've been sort of tearing it up, and they've covered pretty much every game this year. They probably covered every single game this year.
47.5 is the over under.
Yeah, I mean,
what are you thinking?
I gotta take. I don't even know. The 6 I think is a gimme. I think you take the 6 in the Commanders, but I would probably take the money line. I think
just straight
up. I think the money line's at 230. I think you can't go wrong putting a little bit on that. Even taking the +6. I mean, I feel like this game's I don't see the Eagles, winning by a whole lot. And unless Saquon Barkley just goes nuts, you know what I'm saying? He runs for 200 some odd yards and 3 touchdowns and bursts them down the field. But if you can sort of hold him back and you make Jalen, I think, throw the ball, I think you might have a chance. And it's tough. I don't know. Can you stop the Redskins offense? That's the thing. Can you stop their offense? It don't matter. They're going for it. 4th down. Doesn't matter.
I know. Yeah. Well, it probably helped playing in the dome.
Do they get unlucky and start not getting the 4th downs?
Can they play like that in the snow or inclement weather when it's super cold? The ball's a little bit more slipperier. You've seen Lamar Jackson, that dude on turf, man, just makes you look ridiculous. But then you put him in, you kind of take away some of that edge he has with the inclement weather. And then you're looking for some sure-handed people that can catch in the snow that ain't freezing cold right now, that doesn't mind taking a hit to catch the ball, when it's freezing cold like that. And then that's a smaller pool of people.
And plus, they're very familiar with each other. You know what I'm saying? They're split on the year, 1-1. I mean, the Redskins maybe won last time because Hurts got a concussion and went out. So I don't know, but the first time Philly did pretty good.
Well, allegedly,
but I mean, I think I'm going with the Commanders. I think they're a hot team, and I don't know, Hurts. I don't know what's up with his knee. Can he take a couple hit? Will he get hit and be concussed again? I don't know, but I'd take the Commanders in the. I'd take the over too. Why not? I feel like the Redskins are going to go down and try to score every time. So I don't know. What you think? What are you doing?
I like the Skins +6. You want to take them even up?
I'm taking both. I'm taking the money line and the +6 and the over. 3 bets. Give me 3 bets.
Oh, parlay them all together.
No. I mean, yeah, you could parlay them together if you want, but I take them all single, and then I don't know if you can parlay the money line.
Yeah, even and money line. Yeah, because that would be pointless.
But you could do the money line and the over under, or the points and the money line if you want a little to boost it up. You know what I'm saying? You get a little boost up to maybe 300, 200 something.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I got the same one, man. I got the Skins and 6 points, and I got the over for sure.
So who do you think's going to win the game outright, though?
Well, I mean, I think the Skins are going to win even up, but if I was going to bet money on it, I think I would just take the 6, obviously. If they think it's a 6, that way if it's a tie game at the end and somehow the Eagles get the ball in overtime and they take it down and score, whatever, some shit like that, I'd like to at least have them 6 points.
So you're telling me you're putting the Cardiac Commanders in the Super Bowl? That's what you saying?
No. I think that they can cover the point spread. for sure.
Okay. But the
Do I
Eagles
think
might
they're
win it.
going? Man, I tell you, if the Redskins go to the fucking Super Bowl, man, it's
It'll be
gonna be
nuts, bro. It's gonna be nuts.
pandemonium, dog. It's gonna be pandemonium over here.
Yeah, I already asked the wife. I was like, "Where's all my Redskin stuff?" Because it's been packed up for a long
Yeah,
time.
I know.
He says it's
Fairweather fan
locked in
ass.
the attic, so I'm gonna have to look around.
Mm-hmm.
To look around, all of a sudden I'd start pulling out the trinkets.
Just buy some new stuff, bro. Buy some new stuff.
Now, I don't like the Commander's name. I hate that name. I hate it. I hated the football name. I don't know why they can't go back to the Redskins, but they probably never will.
Oh, the Washington football team was pretty slick.
I think I liked it better than the Commanders because the Washington Commanders. I'm like, what the fuck's a commander, bro? So it is what it is. But
all right,
they're still singing, "Hail to the Redskins" when they score. You're still singing.
Oh
the
yeah,
Redskins
well they
merchandise.
changed the words, but no one knows the new song. It has to be like a brand new fan to know the new song,
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, like if you're 20 right now and you're hyped up and your dad was one, so you're like, okay, the Redskins, but now you're still the Commanders, whatever. But us old boomers, you know what I'm saying? We're like, it's Redskins. I can't call it Commanders. And then when I call it Commanders, I just feel stupid.
Yeah, you feel like you just started being a fan a couple of days ago. I tell you what though, on the cool, I wish that Uncle Bobby could have lived long enough to see them win again. He just a poor guy couldn't make it.
Oh, he would have loved it. Yeah, he'd been going nuts. He'd have a Jaden Daniels jersey.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He'd be trying to go to the Super Bowl. I guarantee it, 100%.
Oh, 100%, dude. It's like, damn, man, I wish I could have lived a little bit longer, man, and seen this day, brother.
Yeah, this is a hell of a run. I don't know. It's been a long time since we had a run like this.
Well, RG knee.
Yeah, but we got hurt in the playoffs. We felt good, but then he got hurt
before
right
the
before.
Yeah,
and it's like, but that was a run too. That had vibes.
That was the last time they was in the playoffs, and I remember I was there, and Uncle Bobby was there.
Yeah, because they played Green Bay right in the playoffs.
No, Seattle.
Seattle, that's
right.
Played
the Seahawks, and they beat them. Yeah,
I think he got hurt against Green Bay.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, that was wild. That was wild. But this time, this is a whole different vibe because they're like actually been sort of good all year, except for like in the middle, they had a couple losses, but
they looked fantastic last week, dude. Last Saturday, they looked fantastic.
Yeah. It's like, wow.
I mean,
is this happening?
Terry's getting the ball. You can tell he like just sit and be still, young fella. Just sit and be still. He's done went through all these bum ass quarterbacks, trash ass quarterbacks, and then finally he gets someone who is a number one seed, actual top quality, quarterback that can compete with any quarterback. And man, when this rookie, it's hard to believe he's in his rookie season, but this rookie, when you finally get to the championship game, he is still getting better and better and better and smarter and smarter. And you know what? I think the Commanders have a chance. I mean, are they going to win the game? We'll have to find out and watch it. But man, they definitely have a really good chance, and I'm pulling for them. I definitely got the Skins +6 and the over. Faux show.
Good too, because it's like if he can stay healthy, we can build around this guy. Like if this is going to be our quarterback, I was like, we might get one in the next couple years. So it feels like old school back in the 80s and the early 90s and maybe the late 90s. The Redskins, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we're gonna get 10, 12 wins. They're gonna get in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They had that vibe. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's all of a sudden it's just like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, usually it's just a big disappointment like the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, as soon as you go to the playoffs, it's just you got your hopes up. You got one of the best teams in the regular season. You're leading all these stats and shit. Romo's out there. Boom. Lost. And then, oh, no, we got Dak Prescott. He's the future. And then lost. It's like, ever since Jimmy Johnson passed off the winning team to Barry Switzer, who just coasted that one into another one. After that, it's been Jerry Jones. I mean, Dan Snyder, getting rid of Dan Snyder, and then the Redskins are, now back in the playoffs in the championship game. I mean, it's time to maybe think about Jerry Jones. I know you're looking for a head coach, but why don't you take a backseat, dog? For real.
He'll never take a back. He'll never ever take a backseat. Really. He might bring on Deion Sanders, and he could fire Deion Sanders after 3 games. That's Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? He could do any of that. But
they said that'd be stupid for him to take Deion Sanders, though.
I don't know. Deion's just Deion. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the only one that could probably talk to Jerry Jones and, be like, hey, Jerry. I need this. We got to get rid of Dax. I just paid him $90 million. Well, we got to get rid of him. Trade his ass.
Yeah, Dion is definitely he's definitely outspoken, and he really took the Colorado Buffaloes from someone like you barely even knew who the hell they were. Like, oh shit, Colorado Buffaloes, oh that's the name, to every single superstar and celebrity is going before every single game. They don't even have hardly a winning record, but his sons are in there and he's mentoring them to the draft. And now that they're getting drafted, were you doing it just to coach your sons, or were you doing it because you want to be a head coach? And right now it's kind of a pivotal year for him, because are you still going to have the same passion and coach that college team, the Buffaloes, or are you going to step back and say, sorry kids that I recruited, I was just doing it long enough for my sons to get out of here, and now I'm out and I'm going to the Cowboys? I mean, that'd be an interesting call for his credibility, but a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and coaching the Dallas Cowboys would be something I would definitely consider if I was him. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of Buffalo, though, is Buffalo going to beat the Chiefs? Do we think that? I think you think that. I have a feeling you probably taking the Buffalo Bills.
I think the whole entire country is hoping that the Buffalo Bills win.
Do they? I don't know. I kind of like a three-peat by the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? It's never been done.
Do what?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift, Kelsey. I need to see it all in the Super Bowl, brother. I need to see it all. What about a Chiefs Redskins? Wouldn't that be awesome? And they'll be like, oh, the Chiefs are out here getting tomahawk chops, but the Redskins can't be the Redskins no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like,
I know. Here's
you can do that, but you can't be called a Redskin and be honorary. That's a fake chart, bro. That's a fake chart.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone's a Skins fan except for people in Philly, and everyone's gonna be rooting for the Buffalo except for that small pocket that's the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, I think I think the Commanders are bringing a lot of people in. Jaden Daniels is going to bring a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like little kids right now. Oh, Jaden Daniels. So he's going to bring a lot of people, eyeballs to the franchise in the next few
check
years.
This out right here.
This brother could do it. He got a chance. He got a chance. Now, let me say this before I go any further. It wasn't Dan Campbell's fault.
So when we're talking about like people all up on some nuts, we're talking about Stephen A. Smith. He's like, hold on, let me gobble it up first before everyone else gets a turn.
Oh, this brother could do it. He got a chance. He got a chance. Now, let me say this.
And you got like Cam Newton over here, and Sterling Sharp.
Before I go any further, it wasn't Dan Campbell's fault. I'd blame Jared Goff more than I'd blame Dan Campbell. Now, obviously, I can't look at the defense, which was non-existent, and completely blame them. They went into the last game of the regular season with 13 dudes on the injured reserve list on that side of the ball. We know they had a whole bunch of dudes that were not. I don't even think Dan Campbell knows some of the personnel on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you got people that they've been that injured. So we knew that their defense was going to be a problem. But Jared Goff, Jaden Daniels showed up and was like, you Sean McVay and the Rams, you're like this. That's why we let him go. That's why we wanted Matthew Stafford instead of Jared Goff, because he just didn't show up the way he was supposed to. Jaden Daniels is a different animal. 299 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball effectively 42 times, like 182 yards.
Yes.
But this brother is just special. Whatever throws he needed to make, he made. Whatever runs he needed to make, he made. And not only that, you look at the team, and what do y'all tell me all the time? When you got an elite quarterback, you got a chance. The Washington Commanders are like, we got a chance. Right now, with Patrick Mahomes, with Jalen Hurts, with Josh Allen, and Jaden Daniels, we know who the best is. That's the 3-time Super Bowl champion. But none of them are playing better than Jaden Daniels. Right now, the way Jaden Daniels is playing for the Washington Commanders, this ain't going to be Philly defense and Detroit's defense.
All right.
But they could do it.
Okay. Hype train is hyped. I don't know. So I still think the Chiefs are going to win, though. I think the Chiefs are going to. I think it's going to be a Chief Redskins or Chief Commanders, and I think maybe the Commanders win.
You think
I doubt it. But now it's like the old Redskin mentality. Like every year, we're going to Super Bowl.
I know. Well, that's
you know what I'm saying. There was an era where that was like Redskins fans were like, "Oh, we're going to Super Bowl." There was that time, but that faded. That faded a long time ago, but there was that time.
Well, I think what that was from Why Sport, Facebook page. And,
But
Eagles.
what's the over under on the Chiefs game? What's that? 47.5. The Bills are favored by 2. And it's in Arrowhead, so this is basically a pick 'em game too.
47.5 I got.
Yeah, that's what I got. 47.5, and then I got +2 for the Bills.
And
-2 for the
it's
Chiefs.
+1.5, +2 is the biggest one.
Yeah.
ESPN and Bailey's. They got it.
That's a
+2.
wild. It's gonna be wild.
FanDuel and all those. DraftKings has it at +1.5. So it's pretty much a pick 'em game.
What's the weather gonna be? 31. It's gonna be cold.
Because it can't end in a tie, so it's like a pick 'em game.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bills. The Bills. I got the Bills. The Bills. That'd be nice to see the Bills and the Skins.
So when did you come over to the Bills? Because you had the Ravens last week, and then now all of a sudden you got the Bills.
I mean, anyone but the Chiefs, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's your mentality. Okay, I understand it. I like the Chiefs. I don't think I think the Bills are good. I don't know if maybe this is their year. The Bills, I could easily see the Bills winning it. But at the end of the day, it's tough. It's tough to beat the Chiefs. You know, you're going to be in Arrowhead. Patrick Mahomes can get it done. He can get it done. He always seems to find a way. He has beaten the Bills in the playoffs. Like I said, Josh Allen is 0-3 against these Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll see what happens. But if I had to put my money on it, I think the line just changed. It just went down. No, it's still the same. I would take -2 with the Chiefs, and I would take the over. I feel like it's going to be a game.
Yeah, here's what Josh Allen had to say when he was asked by the reporters. You're going back to the championship game, but, obviously he doesn't have a winning track record. As a matter of fact, he has a 100% losing track record against the Chiefs in the AFC championship game. He was asked, why is this game going to be any different than the other ones? Here's what he had to say.
I can't tell you that. I just know we're going to work hard. We're going to have a heck of a week. We're going to enjoy this one tonight. Turn our attention to the Chiefs tomorrow. We know what they are. They're the perennial of what you want to be in the NFL. And you got to beat them to get past them. So we're going to enjoy this one tonight.
Well, now you're headed to Kansas
I do like
City.
The Bills, though. I do like Josh Allen. I think he's a great quarterback. The Bills are fun. They're fun. They're a good team. I don't know.
You just want them. You just want them to win, dude.
Yeah, and Cook's good. They got a great running back. They got, you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs, I feel like, have gotten older, but they still get it done. I guess when you have an elite quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, and you know what I'm saying, and Travis Kelce seems to be putting it on a little bit recently. So, and
who you got, dog? Get to the point. Who you got?
I got the Chiefs, baby.
Chiefs?
I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm going with the over. I'm going with the Chief Reds Commanders Super Bowl. It's going to be nuts.
And that's a lock.
I got to figure out if we're going to New Orleans.
Chiefs and what?
The Chiefs?
Chiefs and the over, under?
Yeah, Chiefs over. Chiefs -2. I feel like if the Chiefs are going to win, it's going to be like 4 points, 3 points, maybe a touchdown at the end. Whoever has the ball last, I think, is going to be who wins this game. I don't see any games in the championship weekend being blowouts. I don't see any of that. I think they're all going to be close. And I think
it's going to be awesome.
This should be an exciting championship weekend. I think it's going to be good. And then no matter what team, well, except for maybe I think no matter what, any team that gets to the Super Bowl, if it's the Eagles, the Bills, Chiefs, the Commanders, Bills, I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a decent Super Bowl.
100, man, 100. Eagles, Commanders, and the Bills and Chiefs. I mean, that is going to be a fantastic, the NFC Championship, AFC Championship weekend, in my opinion, is like the best weekend of football. I mean, the Super Bowl is so much hype going up to it, and there's so many commercials and some other shit that's in it. But like straight up football, I just played last week, and I'm playing again next week. There is no break. Championship game, you're on a roll. You just stepped off the field, now you're stepping back on the field. The NFC, AFC Championship games is always my favorite football. And and the winner, it's not like you win and go on. You win and go to the Super Bowl.
You know where you're going. Yeah, you know where you're going.
Confetti's falling from the sky because
Yes,
you
sir.
were in a Super Bowl. When they recap the best teams of the season, your name is going to be there. You're going to get a ring for losing the Super Bowl. You were in the Super Bowl, period. And then to win it, but the NFC AFC championship, the fact that the Commanders are this close and they just have to beat the bitch ass Eagles, I mean, that's gonna be a great game. And the Bills, the Chiefs has been their kryptonite, man. They've just the same thing the Bills have done to the Ravens. It's like you were so close, man, but whoop, that's mine. Sorry. Putting the carrot in front of them. Yeah, keep training on. Whoop, I got it. At some point, someone's got to, beat the Chiefs. I didn't think people would just repeat Super Bowls, but 3 in a row. Come on, Tom Brady. I mean, watch out because Patrick Mahomes is definitely going to be knocking on the best quarterback ever door.
This would be 4, right? If the Chiefs win it, it'd be 4. Brady's got 7.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes is young, man.
Yeah, he's still young, but. And I guess when you got that talent, it's like Brady, because we always thought, everybody remember when the Patriots, like, oh, it's Belichick and the defense is. No, it was Tom Brady. It was Tom fucking Brady the whole time.
You got that shit right, dude. 100%. All right, so what else is going on, bro? What you do it the last couple of days? You watching the news or?
I sort of got off the news because the news is just it's so wonky. It's like you watch one side and it's like this, you watch the other side and it's that. It's like I can't do it no more. So now I'll just scroll and then I haven't done like a political show in a hot minute, but I'll probably go live this week just because Trump got inaugurated and all that. So we'll talk some stuff on that. And he's letting out, he let out all the J6ers. It got everybody all scared.
Well, he signed the executive order, but they're still incarcerated and they are prisoners of war of some sort. They are being held hostage by their jailers. Just
most of them are coming out. I think most of them are coming out. A lot of them came out last night. Like they're all, and like some of them were getting just crazy sentences. Like there was like grandmas, they were locking up for walking through the Capitol, and I don't know. It's just, it goes to show you how crazy some of that stuff is. I mean, it was wild. January 6th was wild, but it's like, I feel like it was a high school party and everybody's having good times. And then the other high school comes to the party and things gets a little ruckusy, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it was a little wild, but we're all friends in the end.
Yeah, I mean, what was your takeaway from his speech? Because did you hear the speech?
Which one?
The Trump's inauguration speech.
The original one? Yeah, I thought that was good. I like the second one where he came out and talked to the other people.
Oh, you did?
But yeah, I watched most of it. I watched a little bit of it all day, the swearing in and all that. And
it was interesting seeing Joe Biden sitting there and some of the Trump, it was like a Trump rally, like the same kind of rhetoric.
Joe Biden pardoning everybody. He pardoned his whole family. It's like, like I already know he's a criminal, like his brother Frank, they were criminals. They were, they were embezzling money from all these countries. And like, I knew that, but like the rest of the people are probably like, why did he pardon his family? And then, he's pardoned the whole January 6th committee. It's like, huh? Y'all told me that these guys were an insurrectionists and you're pardoning them because they destroyed evidence. Yeah, they destroyed evidence. But Joe Biden didn't pardon himself. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's got the balls to go after him. And then we'll see what happens. It's wild. It's wild times out there, baby.
Super wild, man. I watched the whole thing. As a matter of fact, I have the whole speech on YouTube. Give me one second. Let me stop screen, present video file. No video file. Give me one second. I'm gonna bring it up there. I mean, what other things did you hear about the inauguration speech?
Nothing really. I mean, I just thought it was a regular old speech. Yeah, no, I just thought it was a regular old speech.
The fact that he said he's going to invade Panama. I mean, he was going to take Panama Canal back.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be able to really sort of do that. I mean, but it's nice. And then the Gulf of Mexico and all that stuff.
The Gulf of America.
Yeah, I mean, that's all funny stuff. But I mean, I just need Trump to, no tax on overtime. I need Trump to lower the taxes, get rid of all the nonsense, quit giving away all this money to all these countries and stuff like that. That's what we really need.
I think he's going to be a great president.
Yeah, I mean, he knows now. You know what I'm saying? He knows. And if we can clean up all the doo-doo out there and all that stuff, but I'm more hyped on the football this weekend. I could care less about politics. It's exciting. It's going to be rolling. What you going to be making? You making anything special on Sunday? What kind of recipes y'all going to be up in the Roby household?
Well, I tell you what, we had lamb chops tonight with, with grilled cabbage, and I mean, Laura makes like gourmet meals every night. It seems like she always says, "No, I don't." But we had like gumbo the other night. It's like restaurant quality stuff every night.
Yeah, I like a good Kim. You know what I like to do? I might do a corned beef and cabbage on Sunday. I might try to get lucky.
You think so?
Yeah, I might try to do that Sunday because that way I can just sit in the crock pot and then do some other stupid stuff on the side. Like I like to do that Rotel and Velveeta cheese and just dip shit into that.
But you don't want to be like,
I'm not gonna like go to like Buffalo Wild Wings,
right?
No, like because I got kids and all that stuff. So the Scots, we eat dinner at 5:00 every time because that's what we do to try to make sure the kids understand. It's dinner time, dummies.
Yeah, there's a schedule and you're a responsible parent.
But it's Sunday, but it says it's Sunday and it's 3:30. I'll probably like I'll go out to the store. I'll get like a veggie tray and all that stuff. I'll get some celery, some carrots.
No steaks, nothing on the grill before the game starts, not like that.
No, I ain't got time for the grill because you know what I'm saying. I like to, but I get hype and it's probably gonna be cold outside. I don't even want to mess with that, but
yeah, true that.
I don't mind it, but because I'm out there, if you're grilling, I'm out there, and all of a sudden I'm drinking beers. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, the game's on.
Well,
I get them garage beers. Them garage beers hit.
Yeah, I got me 2 TVs out in the garage, so I could be on the grill while watching the game. But I don't know, man. It's just like I don't want any distractions. But then again, when I'm watching the game, I'm yelling at the fucking TV so loud. Maybe it's better that I take my ass outside.
Yeah. Because it depends, especially. This game, I feel like it's going to be real edgy. It's going to be edgy. You're going to be like, oh, that's, what I'm saying. So this is going to be a jittery game. This is going to be a Cardiac Commanders classic.
You think so?
I think so. We're going to be like, we're like, oh, we were so close. We did good. Who knows?
All right. So let's talk it through, man. Let's say the Commanders win and they're going to the Super Bowl. What's the plans?
I'm probably looking at New Orleans tickets. I'm looking at New Orleans tickets.
What are you gonna do in New Orleans? You gonna go by yourself?
No. Like the group chat. I got some group chats. They're all Redskins fans, so I could see the boys going down to New Orleans. I don't know, but then I'm like, do I really want to go all the way down to New Orleans? It's fun to be around a bunch of Redskins, a bunch around Skins fans and all that, and then just be in a dirty ass bar to watch the game, or would I rather be at the comfort of my own house?
You know what I'm saying?
Doing whatever the hell I want to do. So
Right.
It's cool, but it's like, how cool is it? If I had like a box, if I could afford, like a $50,000 box in New Orleans, in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, I'd probably do that. You know what I'm saying? You got the TV in there, they got the little hors d'oeuvres and all that stuff. But
well, I was just thinking about the game with the Eagles. Like I was thinking about, you're just thinking, man, if I would go there and how would it be?
That's hostile.
But that's a lot of money spent to get harassed and shit like that.
They throw batteries. Like that's one of the stadiums you don't sort of want to go to as an opposing fan. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're like assholes in Philly.
Then it's like, hey, if you went to the game, would you just wear like a green shirt that has a Redskins logo somewhere real small on it somewhere?
No, I'd probably wear the Redskins stuff. And then if they win, you got to take it off on the way out. You know what I'm saying? That's got to come off. You got to put an Eagle shirt on, and hopefully they don't remember you in the crowd. Because you know what I'm saying? They'll start spitting on you. I seen all that shit. They'll spit on you, throw shit at you, drinks. They're wild up there. They're just wild.
Yeah. Laura was telling me, it's like, well, why don't you just, if you really want to be all gung-ho about the shit, why don't you go to like a Redskin bar somewhere where everyone likes the Redskins and go root them on at some bar or something that has it's like a Redskin bar. And I was like,
yeah, that was cool, but now I'm just like, the comfort of your home is just
comfort of my own home. I know. I kind of went
different,
there too.
And
it is different.
You get a cold one, you can do whatever. It just hits a little different. And of course, everybody's got the big screen TVs and all that. So
yeah, I got the 85 inch, the whole thing.
Yeah, see, that's a monster. I got a 65. I got to upgrade.
Black Friday, dog. Black Friday. Damn thing.
No, I think right now it's like the best time to buy TVs is like the Super Bowl and all that. I think that's when they sling the most TVs.
Black Friday was $500, 85 inch Walmart. Hisense.
like one of those TCLs or something. I heard those are
Hisense.
decent.
I mean, shit, $500. It could break in 2 years. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
$500. I got my money out of an 85-inch.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe
It's just sitting in my warehouse right now.
Maybe I'll put one up in the attic.
It snowed today. It snowed last night.
Yeah, we're snowing here. It's snowing here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I can't remember the last time it snowed here. I think
it's been like 4 years ago.
Well, you had that power outage, right? It just shut down the whole city.
It wasn't really a snow, it was an ice storm, and everything was iced up, and even the little wind turbine stopped spinning. It was like that fluke ice storm, but it really wasn't snow. Today it was snow, and but it started last night, and just being outside last night in the garage and kind of looking out, and then just what had happened that day, and watching her and I were doing a little bit of work and just watching the Trump inauguration on our little YouTube TV on the when you're driving down the road, you got the YouTube TV going, you're watching something or football games or whatever, and then just kind of watching the inauguration. Then we got to the driveway, and then we're just sitting in the driveway watching it in the car for at least an hour. We didn't want to stop for a second, but that was really pumped up. And then seeing it snow last night, man, it was like, man, it's like what a perfect day. And
it should be exciting, and Sunday should be fun too. Sunday should be fun, but I guess that's it. I got to get out of here. I got to go play in the snow. Speaking of it, check it out.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, put your winter cap on like this. Look, I'm in full camo and stuff like that.
You know it. We'll be Redskin geared up. I'm gonna find a box. I got a box full of old jerseys and trinkets and socks. Shoes. I got Redskin shoes. So we're gonna go all out, I guess, Sunday. Just maybe I'll snap a dumb picture and put it on the internet.
Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. All right, dog, man.
Well,
Peace and love, man.
Peace and love, baby.